You stupid. Let me explain to you how you in the go along, get along game. Some of you YouTubers that's running your goddamn mouth without knowing what you're talking about, without having a conversation with me. So, you think just because someone is a celebrity and they take a job in the NBA that they're a part of a go along, get along gang, huh? Now, I've openly admitted that I shut my goddamn mouth because my mama's cooking was going on at a golf course. So that's not being a part of the go along, get along game. I'm sitting in that motherfucker quiet than a son of a bitch for 20 years, looking around like holy shit. And I was 12 years, 13 years, and I wasn't even gonna say anything after I retired till you kept fucking with me. But they knew and realized that I sat in those rooms and looked around like goddamn, what the fuck? So, just like you do at work, you punk son of a bitch that's trying to act like you above me because you a real nigga and these niggas were part of the establishment. And when you a part of the establishment, you know, the niggas gotta there take an oath and they gotta write a letter and they gotta pick their finger and they gotta sign in blood. No, nigga, all you gotta do is sign the company policy, you stupid motherfucker. So while you talking like you got so much motherfucking power, if you got a job and you take a paycheck, you punk bitch, then you done signed something that called company policy. Now go to your bitch ass job and say the shit I'm saying right now, motherfucker, and watch what'll happen to your motherfucking ass. Since you so independent and somebody need to listen to you because I'm a part of the establishment and they prick my finger. No, I signed company policy just like you do, motherfucker. See, the go along, get along gang go real far. The go along, get along gang studied us niggas. They know that a lot of males don't know how to make money. They give women all the government jobs, and you males, us males, have been left out into the wilderness. So some of us only know how to compete or peacock and go get degrees, really never accomplish anything, but stand on some other man's shoulders. And anytime you saying something that's different, those will be the males that come out and attack you the most because they got to keep the limelight on them because they're the gatekeepers of a tier of the go along, get along gang. Somehow an old busty bus that was just an athlete that ain't never did nothing, that was just this, somehow my name has come out of the mouths of people that should not even be speaking on me. And if it was no such thing as a go along, get along game, then why is my name coming out your mouth? Yeah, you thought this was a joke. Some of y'all talked a little bit too much and a little bit too early because if you would have listened to the things that I was saying in the very first motherfucking video, I said we need to stop shouting and shit in the street. We need to get programs for these kids because children are our future. But we keep worried about broken ass adults that's trying to make themselves look like something that they never been. Everybody got all these theories and all this shit that they can talk about. And we done been talking about this and we've been talking about that. And that's the motherfucking problem. See, this mama's cooking shit been brewing in me for 20 motherfucking years. And it's a reason why I feel like somebody silenced me. It's never been something that set right with me. I knew to be quiet because a lot of you can't even think past what's right in front of you. A lot of you can't think that the love of Michael Jordan and the Stephen A. Smith went to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. What a coincidence. And he running his mouth every second around college campuses. What if a 17, 18-year-old kid start talking about how they're kicking balls up in the stands like my teammates just told you? Shout out to Tyrone Nesby, Eton Thomas, Jahadi White. And Chris Whitney. They just told you some of the things that was happening. And I was wondering, why are these things happening? But I was smart enough not to say anything. See, a lot of you emotional little bitches run your goddamn mouth too much. And a lot of you emotional bitches on YouTube running your motherfucking mouth too much. You don't know me. You ain't talked to me. You're not a psychiatrist. And motherfucker, you ain't never did half the shit I did. Economics, education aside, I'm feeding fucking YouTube and I'm a bust. See, the go along, get along game, some of you are part of it. The guys who are separating the rooms based on the level of success that somebody get to, the one thing Michael Jordan did understand, he said, Republican buy shoes too. So he never separated the room just because of what somebody believe or feel. A lot of you never understood that. You guys are separating the room. There's a lot of black athletes that feel like me, that want to come back, that want to give back. But listen how you talk, go along, get along game. You telling me, a guy you never talked to, that I'm a part of some shit that I had to endure and sit and watch and never agree with for 20 fucking years. And that's why we can't get nowhere. We always have people grouping up and separating the goddamn room. So much so that now some YouTubers have dedicated their page to telling people why they shouldn't listen to me because I had a level of success. When most mothers and most fathers dream about their kids getting to where I got to. And the unfortunate thing that they don't understand, that they don't hear, that is once your kid reaches his dream, now he's somehow cut off from half the black community. Because he reached his goal, because he dreamed about something and achieved it, now, because of other men's shortcomings, the only thing they can do is highlight what they are. Well, I'm real, and shit, we're talking about this, and shit, he part of a machine, and shit. As soon as you get a job, you sign company policy. Now, let's show you how you are part of the go along, get along game, and how far their reach is, punk motherfucker, since you want to try to separate the room all the time, since you can't never get the fucking message, since your brain don't allow you to separate the man or the woman from the message. And if someone is telling you something that's right, you just go with what's right. If I tell you the sun is up outside, it's light outside, because I said something about a guy or a woman you don't like, now you don't have to listen to me? Now what I said is not a fact? That is the most uneducated shit ever. So all I've done is expose how brainwashed you motherfuckers are, and you're not as educated as you think. Because you've learned to cut off the room and cut off conversations based on your association with groups that I like to call the go along, get along gang.